What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a Davy Jones pirate game. Now, it's not exactly the game that you think it is. It's not the game that I wish that it possibly could be. But you know what? What kind of hypocrite would I be if I'm over here talking pirates every other day and I didn't talk about or even try to support, a game like this? I think this game actually has something rather cool going for it. It is a game that's clearly kind of mid-budget, right? Double A type style, maybe even slightly lower than that. The developer is also the publisher. Their name is Parasite. I believe they've worked on one other game before, and it's called Blacktail. It actually has high user ratings on Steam. Not like overly played. I think mostly positive based off of 20, and then all reviews very positive based off of 1641. So I don't think we're talking about a developer or publisher used to like tens of millions of people playing it. That's okay. It doesn't need to be like that. This is a game based off of Davy Jones, and he's a headless individual. He's been banished, and the combat looks rather cool. Looks pretty timely with like Doom the Dark Ages. Very looks like in close sword combat, shooting. I like the idea that although that is not the Flying Dutchman, and although the voice of Davy Jones like gonna be very hard to get like Pirates of the Caribbean's Davy Jones out of my head, but there is like the squid kind of inspiration there. You can see in the very beginning of the trailer. You can see what seems to be a Kraken-like entity as maybe like the final battle of the game when you're in the ship and you're firing, from a distance. You can see the tentacles, slamming down. I feel like, because here's the thing, like Davy Jones is not always looked at as the Pirates of the Caribbean version of him, right? Doesn't have to be. And in fact, that's not the original kind of conception of who Davy Jones was in the first place. That was just a creative decision from probably Gore, over on Pirates. So you can do whatever you want, but it's clear that I think they took a little bit of inspiration from how iconic, and I think Davy Jones still holds up visually and just performance-wise, everything. He's he's one of the greatest, I think, movie villains ever created. Holds up incredibly well 16, 18, 20 years later, whatever we're at now. So game looks pretty cool. Doesn't have a release date. You can wish list it on Steam. It says PC and consoles, I believe, at the end of the trailer, or Steam and consoles, so it might come out on PS5, Xbox, Switch. Maybe if it can nail a couple of those, that would be pretty cool. But it was announced today through IGN. IGN was the one, I think, to do like the premiere trailer of it. So I don't know, something I'll definitely under the radar. I don't even expect this video to get many views. That trailer didn't get many views, but cool thing. I'm a big Pirates fan, so whenever you get a Pirates game, which I would classify this as, and then literally it's called Davy Jones, I mean, that freaking rocks as well. So and based, again, not going to be based off Pirates of the Caribbean version of him, but definitely a cool character that I think you can do a lot with. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.